What if chasing your dream, it's actually the thing that it's keeping you from it? We spend so much time asking ourselves, how do I make this dream come true? When it's finally gonna happen? What else do I need to do? But what if you don't have to chase that dream? What if you need to become aligned with it? And I know this might seem a little abstract, but stay with me, because this completely changed the way I think about creating the life I want. When we are chasing our dreams, we all get to this phase where we start thinking, I feel so stuck, I keep trying to change my life, but somehow I always end up on the same place. I know that feeling. I was there too. And I had to realize something that was actually quite uncomfortable. Sometimes the thing that it's actually standing between you and the life you want is actually you. And it's not because you are not capable, it's not because you are not lucky, and it's not because the dream is too big for you, but because you cannot create a reality that you haven't created first in your own mind. So let's start there. I'm just gonna ask you this. Do you actually know what your dream looks like? And I mean really know the specifics, the real details about your dream. And not just something like, I want to be successful, I want freedom, I want more money, I want to travel. But what does that life, that vision actually look like? Where do you wake up? What your daily routine looks like? What kind of work are you doing? Who is actually around you? How much freedom do you have? What does an ordinary Tuesday look like? Because if you don't know what you are creating, how can you start moving towards it? Because your dream cannot be just a dream, it has to be a vision before you actually start building it. And once you become clear about that vision, something interesting happens. Your mind, or let's say your ego, will start telling you something like, that's so unrealistic. Who do you think you are to achieve something like that dream? You never did something like this before. And this is where I think a lot of us get stuck, because our mind loves what is familiar. It loves the comfortable path. And your dream will probably require you to do things that you never did before, which means your mind, your ego, will probably try to convince you to stay exactly where you are right now, because that way you'll feel like you don't have to get out of your comfort zone, like you don't have to face the unknown, but it's part of the process. Because sometimes it's just fear trying to keep you safe, and sometimes it's actually an old belief that you are carrying for so many years that you never thought about, that you never face it. And this is where creating your dream life becomes so much more than just wishing for something. You have to start becoming that person that can actually live that reality. So think about it. If you want abundance, but deep down you believe something like, I never had enough money, I never been good with money, people like me just don't become wealthy, then I have to say this. You are not only dreaming about abundance, you are actually creating the opposite reality every single day because of that belief. So I'm just gonna ask you, so what would a version of you that already feels abundant would think? How would you make decisions? How would you respond to opportunities that came to you? Would you be afraid to invest in yourself? Would you keep telling yourself that nothing ever works out for you? Or would you trust yourself enough to take the next step? Would you believe in yourself more than anything, like you are your biggest fan? But I would say that you don't have to pretend that you have everything. You don't have to fake a reality that doesn't exist yet. But you can start practicing the identity of the person who is capable of creating everything. And that's where I think manifestation becomes really powerful, because your thoughts influence your beliefs, and your beliefs influence your actions, and your actions creates patterns, and your patterns actually create a life. So if you are telling yourself, oh, it's never gonna happen, you're going to make very different choices than the person who believes. But if you start thinking about, maybe this is actually possible for me, I can already feel it, it's mine, But then the part of the process that I think it's the hardest and the most challenging is letting go. Because now you know exactly what you want, and it's so easy to get obsessed about it. And maybe you start checking when it's actually coming. Why does my dream life seem so far away still? Am I actually doing enough? And it's on this phase that suddenly you are no longer living your life. You are no longer living the present because you are focused on the future. You are always thinking about when it's gonna happen, and that's not the energy that will allow you to make your dreams come true. We cannot live in the past. We cannot live in the future. We have to focus on what's here, right now, today. Because if you truly believe something is possible for you, you don't have to chase it every single second. You can trust that everything is moving, that everything is coming in the right time. And the best thing that you can do today, first, is to believe, and second, take the action that's available to you today. And this doesn't mean sitting on the couch, waiting for the universe to bring everything you want. It means taking action without desperately needing to control the outcome. And maybe you are thinking, but what action? An action related to achieve that dream life that you want. Maybe it's making that video that it's super out of your comfort zone, where you are facing the fear of speaking or even the fear of being seen. Maybe it's applying for an opportunity that you think that you are not good enough. Maybe it's even start a project that you were postponing for so many years. Because the main message is take that first step and then go live your life. Do something that truly makes you happy. Go outside, be with nature, create something like a new hobby, spend time with someone you love, enjoy every morning with a slow coffee. What I mean is be present, enjoy the moment, because that way you are feeling good, you are on a high vibration, and also doing the things that you love in the process. And that's how you're gonna attract your dream life. Your dream isn't supposed to become a reason to hate where you are. It's supposed to become a direction, so you know what you want. You create a vision. You become conscious of the beliefs that are keeping you from it. So start thinking and acting like the person who knows it's possible. And I mean thinking about it in the present, like your dream reality already happened in a different timeline. And what you need to do in order to achieve that timeline, you need to change your identity to align with that timeline. Take the actions that move you closer, and then just let go. Trust the process. Trust the path you're creating. And most importantly, stop waiting for your dream life to give you permission to enjoy the life that you are living right now. Because maybe creating your dream life isn't about forcing your future to happen. Maybe it's about becoming so aligned with the life you want that the choices you make today naturally will take you there. And maybe it starts with one simple question. If I truly believe my dream was possible for me, who I would be today. That's where everything begins. And the next steps? Well, you already saw this video. Now, if this video resonated with you and you are on your own journey of creating your dream life, welcome. You are on the right place. So if you are ready to grow and to become more intentional about the life you're creating, I would love to have you here. So I'll see you on the next one. Bye.